But the reason I started this video, that was a really annoying pop, but the reason I started this video is because there are still a lot of people that don't know. And sorry guys, I just wanted to cut out that clip at the beginning, because if I play the clip at the beginning of this video, then the video gets flagged for copyright reasons, and it won't show up at all.
A most unfortunate turn of events. The death of the German is regrettable. I fear the path ahead.
You know, I'm just gonna let them come in so that way I can do the stuff they drop. Anybody over here? Nope. Over here? Nope. Over here. Okay, so apparently it's just the one barrier if you're going solo. I don't think I've ever done that in any other zombie game. He just took a knife and didn't die. And apparently I accidentally fell off. Now they're coming in over there. I think there's two of them. Is someone behind me? I keep hearing zombie screams, but I think it's just the one.
For so long, I have feared the Emperor's displeasure. I know not where he is, but yet I remain loyal. This I must never forget.
Alright, so the subject of this video is pretty obvious. I want to talk about what actual Nazis are. A real Nazi is in 1940. That's what a real Nazi is. The ones that people call Nazis now are what's called National Socialists, which is similar, but it's not the exact same thing. Because most National Socialists are in the United States. Oh, my friend Megan's calling me right now.
I require ammunition!
Oh, hi there, zombie. You know what? You know, just stay over there. You know, I'm gonna get a machine pistol for you. But a real Nazi is a member of the German Workers' Party.
Touch not, lest ye be destroyed.
Which is basically...
double points! The true warrior fights for honor, but
which is
humbly
basically...
accepts this blessing. My dreams are haunted by spirits.
I'm gonna pause this real quick so I can message her and tell her what's going on, because she's trying to... I think she wants to play the PS3 with me, but I'm on my PS4. Alright, there we go.
I fear they are not those of my ancestors.
So, whenever I die, I can probably go join Megan. I usually don't die early, but a Nazi is a member of the German Workers' Party. Basically, in Germany at the time, people which were family members of bankers, and then there was the workers, which were the people that worked in farms and in industry, and actually had to do hard manual labor to get their money. Like the working class and the... can't remember what the other names for the other classes are.
That should show them, if only for a brief moment.
I want to say it's working class and high class.
I may be out of ammo, but the fight is far from over.
Alright. Where is that thing? There's that little skinny... this thing.
Each and every bullet fired will take us further on our journey.
This thing has a nice slow rate of fire. This thing basically has the same strength as a pistol, almost. I want to say one bullet from this is about twice the strength of a pistol bullet. So this thing still gives me points for killing them. What he kills them twice as fast as a pistol would. Let's see here. Alright, it takes 5 bullets from this to kill them, and we're on round... I can't even see, there's a bottle in front of my TV. Alright.
Max ammo. The spirits come to our aid.
The bullets in this machine pistol are actually a lot stronger, because this thing will kill them in 2 shots. If I actually hit them. I hate how sometimes the bullets will just go like right through them. That one missed.
Bring Takio a real challenge.
Okay, so apparently it is round 4 because this thing is 3 shots. Yeah, it's 4. I didn't go far enough over.
I offer you the chance.
Now it's a 1 shot.
To fire upon your own swords.
And if you guys aren't aware, falling on your own sword is a reference to harikari, which is the Japanese act of honorable suicide is what they called it. You basically just like stab yourself in the chest, and and if you don't make any sound while you're stabbing yourself in the chest, it's supposed to be a honorable death or somehow. I love the submachine guns in this game because the rate of fire is slow enough that you can actually like control them. I can just like tap the trigger fast enough. I can only let off like 1 bullet at a time. I could also double burst it. Hey, there's zombies. Alright, this might be bad. Nope. Oh yeah, that was really bad. I have a feeling I cornered myself. I should have went up on the platform and let them go all to right there. I guess I can go play with Megan now, but I just wanted to clear that up. Nazis are not what people say they are on the news now. Nowadays, a Nazi is whoever is white and who is in someone's way, basically. But a real Nazi is a member of the National Socialist Party here in the United States. Yeah, that's what an actual Nazi is. There's different facets, but there is Nazi, like technically neo-Nazi, then there's a member of the Ku Klux Klan, then there is what are classified as skinheads, which is something completely different. Skinheads and neo-Nazis are sometimes confused, but neo-Nazis are traditionally very educated in political matters and history. And traditionally, neo-Nazis are Christian, where skinheads are usually Odinic in belief. And the Ku Klux Klan are, I think, like 90% identity Christians. So, yeah, that's another way that they're different. And there was actually an instance where a man from a skinhead group was trying to merge with the Ku Klux Klan to get them to work together, and the Ku Klux Klan didn't want to have any part of it. So they do keep themselves separated. They try to keep themselves separated. They really do. And now I have to go join my friend Megan because she messaged me and she wants me to go play Black Ops 2 on PS3. But thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope I cleared some stuff up for you. I no longer just do videos for gameplay, really. I now do them for vlogging purposes because I want to Because usually when I do this, I just talk about whatever is like on my mind. Really, I don't actually like do it just for plays anymore. Like I used to do it for gameplay, but now it's more of a I just talk about whatever's on my mind at the time kind of thing. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but it's my thing, and I'm probably gonna stick with it unless an overwhelming number of you say that you like me to do something else. But thank you guys so much for watching. I have to go now, but I am really happy. I hope I cleared some things up for you. And thank you guys so much for watching. And by the way, the original Nazis and everything were actually, most of the stuff they did was actually relatively common in the time period. Such as the dislike of other races was actually of the time, like even in the United States, like down in Alabama, some people were doing the exact same thing, and even after World War II, there were still race riots and stuff going on down in Alabama all the way up until the 60s. That stuff was still going on in there. So it was in the time period. I mean, I can point out stuff that the United States did back in the 1940s that's messed up by today's standards. I could do that a lot. One of the things, interestingly, is eugenics, which was, if you go to grade school now, they'll tell you, oh, the Nazis, if you had mental disorders or you were handicapped in some way, they would have you sterilized so you couldn't pass on those bad genes to the rest of the people. Well, in all honesty, that idea actually came from the United States, because in their asylums, they would actually sterilize everyone in the asylum. So because they didn't actually have a way of preventing people from mingling in the asylums back then, there was a big courtyard and everyone could just do whatever they wanted, basically. And there was just people with guns on the guard towers, and people would just do as they wanted, just whatever they wanted, and people would do whatever. But yeah, that started in the United States, so just keep that in mind. Eugenics was actually started in the United States. For some people it's hard to believe, but one more thing that a lot of people do not realize. Oh wow, I actually had 50 kills that game. Didn't even notice, and only had one down. 7 melee kills, 10 headshots. Nice to know. Let's see, what else is there I could mention real quick? Oh, by the way, the first country to ever try to remove all the Jewish people from their country was actually Egypt. Way back in the day, back when they were building the pyramids, they did not actually use Jewish slaves to make the royal pyramids. The royal pyramids were only made by people that were worthy of the royal peoples. They had a whole bunch of different people for like just normal tombs. But the royal Egyptian family, they were considered royalty. Interestingly enough, the Egyptian family also believed in keeping their ancestry pure. So royal people were not allowed to mingle with common Egyptians, which also caused a lot of inbreeding though towards the end, but you win some and you lose some. But on a serious note though, there have been countries throughout history that have been kicking out the Jewish people, but after the Second World War, all of a sudden it just all stopped. Like, the Germans took it too far, and then every country was just like, it just took a step back. And the truth was is that the camps were actually originally created as a prison facility. They were meant to imprison, they weren't actually meant to kill them, but because it was during war times, they didn't exactly have enough food to feed all of them, and because they didn't have too much care for them, they basically underfed them until most of them starved to death. And to this day, there are no written records from the German military about the Holocaust, because all orders, supposedly, the story goes, all the orders for the Holocaust were given verbally. That is how the story goes. True or not, there are still no written documentations from the Nazis about the Holocaust going on at all. Because I don't know, I wasn't there, so I'm not going to say either or is true. Because there are lots of people saying one way and then groups of people saying the other, and I'm not going to say one is true and one is not, but because I honestly don't know, because I wasn't there, so I'm not going to say one way or the other. But it is interesting to think from both perspectives sometimes. That's one of the things that I started doing when I was really young, is I'd start thinking, what if this side is true, or what if that side is true? And I started thinking about the different possibilities, the different angles and everything. And that's one of the things, is that since I was a kid, I always was into, like, simulating things in my mind, like it's hard to explain, but I'd always like have scenarios play out in my head. Like, if this person says that, then the other person could respond with this, that, or the other. Like, if someone says hi, then the other person could say hello back, or how you doing? But like, if I message a girl and I say, hello, my name is so-and-so, then she'll immediately reply, oh, hey, my name's da-da-da. And there's like a 90% chance they will reply back with their name if you provide your name first. Or if you just like, hey, whatever, and then like send, like, hey, this is my name, then she'll say her name, and then you can send a picture of you, and then she'll immediately send a picture back. But they have to be like I'll send a picture of my face, and she'll send a picture of her face back. It's just like, you send something, then they'll send the same thing back. However, this does not work with nudes. Do not send girls nudes. That is not advised. That would be a horrible mistake. They will never speak to you again. I'm not saying that from experience, I'm just saying that's how girls are. Don't do it. But thank you guys for watching. Megan has been waiting for way too long, and I've been going on for far too long as well. Thank you guys for watching. I only survived 5 rounds, sad face, but Megan's been wanting to talk to me. or wants to play with me. So thank you guys, but I have to go now. Bye. If you like this video, or if this video helped you understand anything in any way, make sure to like it or comment and tell me. Or if you have any other questions you want me to answer, just put them in the comment section. I always try to inform people on things, because there are a lot of people that don't actually know anything about like Nazis or anything. They just go off what their friends tell them or what their teacher told them 6 years ago, or what the herd mentality makes them think. Like if a group of people feel one way about a group, then that's how it is. Like even when the Cold War was on, everyone in the United States hated the Russians, even though they had never actually met a Russian or they had never been to Russia. Just because it's kind of like the group thing. And one of the things right now with the herd mentality is everyone thinks that Nazis are just dumb people who are whatever. The truth is, the term racism, if you actually Google search the definition of racism, not racist, racism, you will find a word in the dictionary. It says racism is basically someone who can look at someone and basically tell that they're a different race. Basically, like I can actually ask Google real quick. Uncheck. Got a message someone? Alright. Alright, here we go. Definition of racism.
Racism, the belief that all members of each race possess characteristics or abilities specific to that race, especially so as to distinguish it as inferior or superior to another race or races.
So basically the ability to distinguish between races is basically what it is. Like the idea that each race has their own unique traits. Like people from Ireland, most of them have orange hair. People from Africa have darker skin. People from Mexico can eat hotter food than everyone else. People from Alaska and Canada can traditionally live in colder temperatures. People have slightly adapted to their area, so there are changes. They can sometimes be minute, but everyone has their own changes. Like if I go and live in another country for a couple years, I will end up changing to a degree to suit the environment that I am in. Like if I get lost in the woods, I will end up either changing or I will die. One of the two. That's just how it is. Just how it is. But thank you guys so much for watching. I hope this clarified a few things for you. Bye.